Hello citizens of our nation, RAWR here, and in anticipation of the upcoming film Avengers Infinity War, today we will be talking about the Avengers. Now, I have been a Marvel fan since I was a child. I used to watch the animated Spider-Man and X-Men series from the 90s every day after school. I played all of the video games, and whenever a new superhero movie came out, I practically begged my mom to take me to see it, and sometimes she did. Sometimes I had to wait until it was on VHS or DVD. With all of that in mind, 2012's The Avengers was truly something as incredibly special that I don't think we'll ever get to experience again. Since I was a boy, I've dreamed of a movie where all of my favorite superheroes came together to fight the bad guys. The Avengers was it. This film was literally a dream come true for me. I won't ever forget my experience watching this film for the first time. Other than the Star Wars films, I can't think of another film where I've had a bigger smile on my face watching it for the first time than this movie. I obviously love this movie. But why? There are several reasons. A lot of people will say they liked it because the action was great, and while I completely agree with that, to me, the number one reason as to why this film works are the characters. We have Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Loki, and a few more. The film is incredibly well balanced in that, while the film is about them teaming up and working together, every individual character is given at least one or two moments to stand out and shine. It's in these moments where you get a sense of how every character contributes to the team, and it becomes clear that this team is really like a puzzle. If even one piece is missing, the team will fail. More so, the film doesn't depict these characters as random strangers who are forced to work together, even though that's exactly what they are. The film treats these characters as if they were family, and I love that. I love the dynamic between these characters. Everyone has a family, and despite the fact that sometimes you argue, fight, or not get along with each other, you still love them. That's exactly how the Avengers feel in this film. I like that because that essentially takes these superhero characters and grounds them. It makes them feel more like real people rather than superheroes. This might be a weird comparison, but this film personally reminds me a lot of The Incredibles for that very reason. What also really helps to establish the family dynamic is the fact that the cast is perfect. The film stars Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Tom Hiddleston, and Samuel L. Jackson. These actors have a fantastic chemistry together that you would actually think that these actors were family in real life. Personally, the moments between Tony Stark and Steve Rogers have always been my favorite in these films. This film really gets you to care about them. You feel like you know them. There's this incredible, massive battle sequence at the end, and while the sequence itself is quite a joy to watch, it wouldn't mean anything if you didn't care about the characters. Really, the only negative that I can muster out of the Avengers is that the plot is rather generic and by the numbers. Oh, a bad guy comes to Earth and wants to take over the world. This film does a good job of developing the villain's motivations and setting the stakes, but still, that doesn't change the fact that this is something we've seen done before. It is interesting, however, to look at how the MCU has evolved since this film. Just in the past 2 years, the MCU has put out films like Captain America, Civil War, and Black Panther, which have more complex and thought-provoking storylines as opposed to something like this film. However, this only takes away just a little tiny bit of how much straight-up fun this movie is. Everything from the characters, to the actors, to the comedy. This film really is such a blast, and I can't imagine that there's many people out there who don't enjoy it. On my rating scale, The Avengers gets a 9 out of 10. Have you guys seen it? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Or do you want to see it? Why or why not? Comment down below. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe today for more content. RAWR signing out here. Farewell, citizens of our nation, and I will catch you guys next time.